Greening Kuwadzana started in 2020, but the idea stretches back to 2017. I used to commute on a daily basis from Kuwadzana to Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant is a high-income, low-density suburbs, or what we call the leafy suburbs. And then Kuwadzana, it's a low-income, high-density suburb. So that commuting on a daily basis helped me to start noticing that we have different environmental conditions. Whereas in Kuwadzana, it's way too hot, more like you're in an oven. When you go to Mount Pleasant, 30 minutes later, all of a sudden, it's like you are surrounded by natural air conditioners. You know, everything is just cool, serene, peaceful. You know, I began to realize that the difference between low-income, high-density suburbs and high-income, low-density suburbs is in the tree density. So I knew that as soon as I finished school, I wasn't going to run away from where I'm from, but I was going to create an environment that was going to equate the environment in like low-density suburbs. The Greening Kuwadzana project is not a youth initiative. It's an intergenerational movement because we believe that fight for environmental and climate justice, it's a holistic approach. You know, it needs every member of the community to take part and to participate. So initially, we tried to lure people to come and plant with us. We were facing challenges because people really didn't understand what we were trying to do or even the value of the project. So we started planting trees on ourselves. Like the initial start, we were like, 15 people. We started planting trees. We went into the park because the Indigenous Trees Park was one of our first activities. So there used to be churches that used to be praying in the park. So we planted trees in the park, and then 2 weeks later, all the trees had been destroyed. We realized that when we went to plant in there, we ignored the fact that there were Mapostolis, people who were praying in the church. We were supposed to invite them to plant with us. We failed to do that, and in the end, we lost almost 37 trees. The next round, we invited them to plant with us, and then we didn't record any losses. We also still face challenges of vandalism, especially by kids. That's why we have decided to actually actively engage the schools in Kuwadzana. We are also teaching kids basic budding and grafting skills. We are also opening nurseries and as well as starting environmental clubs in schools. The whole idea about the fruit trees in schools, we want Kuwadzana to have as many free fruits as possible so that we reduce hunger, cases of malnutrition, cases of extreme hunger. We also face challenges of urban farming. Urban farming is notorious because when they prepare the land, they burn it. They burn the dry grass. So along the process, they are also burning the trees that we are trying to plant. So we have been trying to discuss these issues with people who participate in urban farming. And yes, to an extent, we are succeeding. Now we have awareness campaigns. For instance, we have the Dance for Climate Action, we have the Beats Rhymes for Climate Action, we have the Community Mobilization for Climate Justice, where we use street graffiti. So these three programs are to use urban culture. We are trying to fuse urban culture with fighting environmental and climate justice, or to inspire climate action. So, like the Dance for Climate Action, this is the second edition. We did the first edition in 2023. We are using dance as a vehicle to communicate messages of climate change, climate justice, environmental justice. I met Global Platform sometime in September, October 2022. I was nominated for their Accountability Creativity Awards, and then I came out the best act. That's when I started engaging with Global Platform. But it was in 2023 that we initially started working together. Our Global Platform emphasized that they are more keen on focusing on climate justice, and we already were doing beats, rhymes, and climate justice. So when we showed them that particular event, they were interested in, because it also met with their objectives. So they made the Peace, Rhymes and Climate Justice event possible. They got us the venue, they got us the PA system, and they got us, lunch and stuff and transport. That was the initial help they got. For us, it was a major boost because from that, at that time, we only had about 22 volunteers, but we rose to about, I think, 67 volunteers. And then we worked with them on our community mobilization for climate justice. They were there to support us. They also provided us with what we needed, spray cans and stuff. And then now we have partnered with them for the third time for Dance for Climate Action. They provided us with capacity building workshops. They also provided us with t-shirts. Why I'm mentioning this, it's important because prior to us meeting Global Platform, we would do events, but they would struggle to live beyond, the event, because we had no material that would continue soon after. So in this instance, for the Dance for Climate Action, we took artists who had no knowledge about climate justice or environmental justice. We trained them. And when we trained them, we challenged them to come up with artistic expressions focusing on environmental and climate justice. And guess what? All those artists are working on musical projects that have something to do with climate action, climate justice, dance routines that are infused with messages of climate justice. We have artists who are starting their own campaigns in their own areas, thanks to Global Platform for actually, providing the resources that have actually led this mustard seed into a big tree. We have so many best parts, but probably I would take, 15 March or 16 March. We were visited by Chinhoyi University of Technology's Department of Environmental Sciences. They had come to learn about the Greening Kuwadzana so that they can show their students that after school you can do this, you can do that. So we gave them an orientation, and we taught them about the philosophy behind the Greening Kuwadzana project. After that, I am in direct contact with former students at the Chinhoyi University who I'm actually mentoring so that they can start their own particular projects. So, having a whole academic institution coming to learn what we are doing, that was a remarkable highlight. What keeps me going is the desire to see the upliftment of people of African descent. And greening our communities is one way of restoring our dignity as a people. We also deserve the rights to a clean and healthy environment. So fighting for a clean and healthy environment is what keeps me going.